Well, President Donald Trump is expected to talk with Russian President Vladimir Putin over the phone at some point today.
The president will try to convince Putin to take an immediate ceasefire deal in hopes of ending its war in Ukraine. Let's get right to Good Day's Robert Moses, who joins us live in studio with the latest. Robert?
Shani and Dan, we're still waiting to hear precisely when President Donald Trump will speak by phone with Russian President Vladimir Putin. It does not appear on his public schedule at this point. We do know, though, it will take place at some point today. The Kremlin confirmed that phone call will be happening after President Trump told reporters about it over the weekend. It's believed to be the first time that the two men will have spoken since this disastrous Oval Office meeting last month between President Trump and Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky. President Trump says he wants to bring this war to an end. He says he'll speak to Putin about land and, quote, dividing up certain assets. President Trump has painted a dire picture of Ukrainian troops being surrounded in a part of Russia they had captured in the Kursk region. Ukrainian officials have disputed that characterization of their forces being surrounded, however. President Trump previewed his high-stakes talk with Putin today.
We're going to have a very important call. You know, we've had calls, but we're getting down to a very critical stage. And we want to get the whole Russia-Ukraine thing done. And I think Ukraine wants it. I know they want it. Everybody wants it. It's tremendous death. The bloodshed is unbelievable, like few people have ever seen before.
Also happening today, a federal judge has given the Trump administration until noon to give him information about the timing of flights carrying deportees from the U.S. to El Salvador over the weekend. The administration contends that the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 allows it to deport people who it claims are foreign terrorists. El Salvador's president posted this highly produced video on social media of more than 200 alleged gang members arriving in his country on Sunday. The timing of these flights from the U.S. to El Salvador is what is at issue here. The federal judge here in the U.S. says the Trump administration defied his edict to turn those planes around. At a hearing late yesterday, a Justice Department lawyer refused to answer the judge's questions, citing national security, and claimed that only a written order the judge issued Saturday counted and not his oral instructions about 45 minutes earlier to turn the planes around. Critics of the administration say a constitutional crisis is at hand. Last night, Attorney General Pam Bondi faulted the judge.
What he's done is an intrusion on the president's authority. You know, this one federal judge, again, thinks he can control foreign policy for the entire country, and he cannot. And right now we're evaluating our options.
Also yesterday, President Trump claimed that President Joe Biden's pardons of members of the House committee investigating the January 6th insurrection are, quote, void because the former president signed them with an auto pen. President Trump later backed off that position and said that the fate of the pardons would be up to a court. Dan and Tashani, back to you.
Robert, thank you.